All right. Okay. All right, let's get started. I probably should have like a list somewhere that said like what I'm working on today. That that was just like permanently there. Yeah, I know. I just wanted to look decent and not be in the way, and I don't want to do it right now. All right, let's see what we got here. I'm gonna start by testing some of the new stuff that Pito worked on. Just real quick. So netplay build. And grab the new stuff. Paste it over here. Now let's build. This is a big build. I will take this opportunity to get water. Be right back. Chat. Hi, little Toon Catten. Prosy boy. Alright, my compiling's done, so that's good. Now you guys can hear me again. Okay, so yeah, so I'm gonna test a few things to start. Rapito added some stuff that's useful. Just gonna make sure it works. So let's do a direct connect. Dude, it's so nice having the autocomplete stuff. I don't have to rewrite the same code every time. I'll probably put my camera up later.
Versus Falco. Ready? Go!
All right, so if I pause here and I leave, right? So if I hit stop. Okay, cool. So that seems to have worked. Oh God. My whole stream just goes black when I do that. So what happened there, which you guys might have missed it because I killed Dolphin, but if I pause and then I leave, it normally the other person would get soft lock, but now it unpauses for them, I think.
Choose your character.
Um, possibly, but it's also possible that the full release will come out very soon for the public, and it might just be included in that. So either way, it should be out soon. All right, let's try that again. Maybe I could do it a different way so that my video doesn't, or my stream doesn't go black.
Choose your character. Choose your
Oops.
character. Choose your character.
But yeah, it's super useful for me. So I can just quickly do that.
Versus. Ready? Ready? Go!
No, I didn't want to hit stop. Oh, fuck. I did the same thing I did last time. God damn it. Um,
Choose your character.
this, this is
Choose
just
your
me trying to
character.
figure out how to fucking test this thing. Okay. Maybe I can,
Ready? Ready? Go!
let's try something crazy. Uh, drop. Sweet, it worked.
Choose your character. Choose your character.
Serious gaming time. Uh, Pig Pork Man, yes, it is already. It's in the release branch, but it hasn't been released to Patreon. The reason why I can't release it as part of the like to patrons, or the reason I think I can't, is that I'm pretty sure with the new connection logic, uh, where I fixed some connection bugs that certain people were having, that if you tried to use the current release branch and play against people that are using the public build, I think you would probably disconnect from them. So that's why I can't release it as a patron build because it'll just break. I'd have to also release a public build that would make it so that the connection would work with the Patreon build. And given how close everything is, I think it's probably not worth it. Okay, so what I did there is, I'm using Clumsy, which lets me test like bad network conditions. And what I did is I connected to the opponent, and then hello Plandingo, and then I paused, and then I used this to simulate like 100% drop, which means that eventually they'll disconnect, right? And then once they disconnected, I tested what I wanted, So this is interesting though. Why am I getting a full disconnect? Maybe that's fine. Um, so there's a searching connecting loop that has happened from the very beginning. And the reason why that happens is that some people's networks, or NATs or firewalls or whatever, don't support hole punching. Don't support the method of hole punching, which allows us to establish peer-to-peer connections. And so those people can only connect with people who they can contact without them needing to hole punch their connection. What I did fix though is that those same people were having a new issue where they would get stuck waiting for the other person as if they thought the connection went through, but the other person didn't. So they never received the opponent's character selections and they're stuck waiting for 30 seconds before the disconnect happens. Now, something that this is actually confusing me what's happening right now, because what I expected to happen was that I would get disconnected on both sides, but I wouldn't get this log. This log indicates that the actual disconnect event happened, which means that we're no longer connected at all. This disconnected message is a little misleading because it can happen even if you're technically still connected to the opponent. What it means is that you haven't received inputs in like 7 frames, or you actually are disconnected from your opponent. So it's one or the other. So like for example, this message can show up if the two sides desync or whatever, right? Because like one person's game might end, so they're not sending inputs to the other person, and the other person eventually will be like, "Oh, okay, I probably shouldn't be waiting for inputs anymore." Do you think having matching configurations helps performance? What are you referring to when you say matching configurations? You mean with your opponent? I don't think it really should matter in general. Unless one of you has VSync on. Maybe having VSync on could make things worse. Hi, Blue2J. Am I currently subbed to Johnny? Ah, maybe my sub expired. What's up, Meadow? This is his birthday. Nice. Um, okay, so whatever. I'm not too worried about this. This isn't behaving the way I expected, so maybe there's some logic that kind of broke. But I'm not too worried about it. Even if disconnecting in this way terminates the main connection, I don't mind. Well, I do mind if there's a desync, maybe. How can I force a desync? Hmm. I know. I think I know a way to force a desync. Let's see. Yeah, this should force a desync. Incompatible ISOs. I don't think I have an ISO that would be incompatible. This will work though, I
Choose
think.
your character. Choose your character.
Yeah, the Foxtail desync is so hard to repro. I could try for ages and not be able to get that to happen.
Ready, go!
What? Why did what? Is it 'cause okay, let's try something else. Maybe if I maybe if I start this one now and then I change, maybe then if I turn the code off, because I think these are using the same code file. So I think it just loaded in with the same code even though I didn't turn it on this one. Hey, Slums of Utopia.
Choose your character.
Yeah, this was a code
Choose your character.
that I made for PGH Carroll, although I think it didn't do exactly what he wanted, so. But regardless, it should work well for. Hey, Celia. Wait, what's going on? Why am I not? Oh, I should. What just happened? You thought I would be British. Why? The fashion style.
Ready,
I have a fashion style? That's cool. Mostly I just wear like comfortable pants and t-shirts these days because I'm indoors all the time. Okay, cool. So the this person has 4 stocks, this person has 99. So we can very easily create a desync by losing 4 stocks. The glasses, yes.
choose your character.
Okay, so now okay, I don't think we're disconnected right now.
Choose your character.
Yeah, we're still connected. Okay, this is fine.
Ready, go!
You're welcome, Maddie J. Literally thought he was Harry Potter. I definitely had some of that growing up. I have a scar on my forehead too, so that's kind of amusing. I ran into a kitchen island as a kid. Kitchen island with a sharp corner. Had to get stitches. I don't know how old I was. It must have been like 5 or something. Maybe. Nice. That's awesome. Okay, this works as expected, I think. So I'm okay with it. What's the other one I wanted to test? The doubles one. Let's stop this, close this, shrink this, stop this. You guys can't see anything. Okay, now you can. Code's off. Good. Actually, I could probably. 2, 3, 4. Thank you for the sub, Study of Wumbo. Appreciate the prime. Is there a document on what you have planned after doubles? It's very simple, Moon King. Ranked. Maybe I'll also spend some time finally allowing people to pay for custom connect codes. So I might take some time to do that, but apart from that, focus should be on ranked. Yeah, I'm the creator of Slippy.
Melee!
Thanks for the Prime Wisdom. Doubles matchmaking, maybe one day, but ranked is more important.
Melee! Melee! Melee!
These commands are really old. uh, Prosy probably. There might even just be a full ladder. I'm not sure exactly. Ranked will be mostly me working on it, but I can probably pull some people in if it'll be helpful. Man, I wish I had stage select. Yeah, yeah, stage select. Those commands are from my first stream, which I did like the day after launch, rollback launch. So, how many people do you have working on Slippy? It's hard to give you an exact number because all Slippy work is done sort of like it's like kind of volunteer work and open source contributions. So, people kind of come and go a little bit, work on stuff that they want to work on and then stop, and that's fine. Um, but yeah, I mean there's a few core people that, help out a lot. We have people that help with support in our Discord too, and they're all awesome. 'Cause there's a lot of people asking questions all the time in our Discord. I think I've done all the infrastructure and sort of backend stuff and DevOps stuff myself because that stuff is closed source, and I haven't really let anybody else look at it. So not right now. It's not something I kind of want to open up. Yeah, Prosy, it'll probably do that. What percentage of the Ishiruka code base are you super familiar with, would you say? Oh God, I don't even know how big it is, but I am familiar with a very small portion. I'm only familiar with like the Slippy stuff, which is the stuff we added. I don't understand at all how Dolphin works. It's not exactly security by obscurity. It's just like the backend code is not open source. Like you could try to break it, I guess, but it's not really about security. It's just not being shared because it's not something I want to share at the moment. For example, if we have measures to prevent cheating, that would be in the back on the back end. And if everybody can look at it, then people can circumvent it. It's not necessarily security in the sense of like worried about being hacked, but it's like it would make it easier for people to cheat. How many hours have I spent on a lot? I've spent a lot of. I don't know. I haven't counted. Pig pork man, that doesn't really do anything. It doesn't do anything because like you could easily spoof that, right? Like if I'm like, oh, I want this client hash, right? You just make a client where you change stuff and then you say, hey, I'm this client hash, lol lol lol, wink wink, and then yeah. Oh, what's up, Flav? I'm not gonna play iRacing. My game's too hard. It does. It's actually not even a game, and it's too expensive. Okay. Anyway, what was I gonna do? Oh yes, I was gonna go here, and then I main Captain Falcon.
Versus Team Falco. Ready? Go!
Character switching has always been part of our game. Being a multi-character main like player has always been part of what makes you good as a player. For example, someone that can counterpick like Mewtwo King. So I think there needs to be one rank because in ranked, uh, it's going to be best of threes. So being able to counterpick characters is part of the skill of your game, and it should be factored in as your overall skill. No, direct code history is done. Okay, so what I was gonna test is if I SD 4 times. I'm hoping to have basically tournament set rules.
Player one defeated.
We'll see.
Player one defeated.
So that means counterpicking. The thing I'm not sure about right now is stage striking and
Player one defeated.
stage striking and bans. Stage striking and bans are a bit annoying, but we'll see. Foxy Birdie Fairy, you need to be a patron. You need to be subscribed to the Patreon and use the Patreon build. I think best of fives are too long though for what I want rank to be. I don't think I want to do best of fives. Okay, okay, so I can't pause now, right? So if I like do this, and then now I can, okay, cool, it lets me pause. Cool, that works too. Great. I mean, I would prefer if you subscribe to the Patreon if you're using the Patreon build, that's for sure. That's kind of stealing a little bit. So, I mean, it's up to you how you feel about that. No, I don't think you'll be able to challenge people in ranked. Okay, so I finished testing that stuff. So that stuff works, so that's good. Yes, pig, pork, man, it's different. The release build has more newer stuff. Niconics, that's weird. I think if you if you can figure out how to reproduce that issue, that's something I would definitely like to look at. Although I might have, it's possible I've already fixed it, maybe. Uh, if you tried to build a release and tried to play in unranked, I think you would disconnect with everybody right now. Or not, maybe not everybody, but with almost everybody. So I don't recommend trying it. Okay, okay, so what I want to do right now, first, this, let's start with this simple. These are like two pretty simple tasks that I'm gonna do. So the first one is to make sure that the updater exists before trying to run it. Because a lot of antiviruses seem to really like deleting the updater, and then Dolphin tries to update, and then it's like it doesn't find it, and instead of giving you some kind of error, it just crashes, which is no good. Usually you don't want your software to just crash. Yes, the antivirus just deletes the file. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to here. I think it's update app. And we're going to make it so that we check to make sure this file exists before trying to run this system command. Okay, I think I only need to do this for Windows. So, file. This should be pretty easy. File exists. Is this returns true if file name exists? Perfect. That's exactly what I want. Path. I mean, it sounds like an if def like that would probably be coupled with like an else, right? Because if you do an if and then you do an else, of course you could write it differently, but like the else is still valuable because it'll be everything else. Thank you, Magnum Gunner. All right. Okay. So if not file exists, thanks to the Prime Shovel Stewart. How long would it normally take to pick up coding? At least the basics. I don't know. I mean, the easiest way to get into coding is to just find a like a task that you feel is kind of bite-sized enough that you can kind of get into. I did some programming courses in high school, but what really got me better at programming was actually writing RuneScape scripts, like some scripts for I think Scar. You're welcome, fits me gently. Okay, so we're checking to see if this file exists, and then if it doesn't exist, yeah, I wrote a script to mine soft clay and bank it. It was a moneymaker script. Yeah, I think let's see. Here it is. When did I post this? 2007. 14 years ago. I was 17. So yeah, this was probably one of my first major programming efforts. This probably helped me learn programming to a sort of a deeper level. Send a message via AIM to Fizzi. Oh man. Yeah. So yeah, this was the start of it right here. Yeah, I would imagine that might be older than some people in this chat. Yeah, I'm 31. Surprise. People seem to think I'm 19 or something somehow. All right. Um okay, what I want to do is I want to use the OSD. So I kind of want to see, does I need to include this? And then hmm, yeah, I'm getting old. Not yet. Let's turn the camera on. What's up? I'm here. I made so much money off that RS bot. Yeah. It was a pretty good bot. It did the things. Okay. Um so we're gonna grab this. What was your job before doing Slippy full time? I worked at Smash GG before Slippy. And before that I worked at Johnson and Johnson. I'll just say, are you the Smash GG keep me logged in guy? Uh, I think like the funny part about that is that I don't actually know how bad it really was. The issue is that some people logged in and then they wouldn't log in for like 30 days, and then they expect it to keep them logged in regardless. But that's not how like anybody that does a keep me logged in button does it. Like almost everybody that does a keep me logged in button will only keep you logged in if you like are actually actively using the account somewhat regularly. Yeah, everything I'm looking at right now is open source. All the Dolphin code is open source. The desktop app code is open source. The assembly code is open source. Um, the only stuff that isn't is the backend. But yeah, I don't know. I never personally looked into the keep me logged in button. I did other stuff. Like I worked on a ton of stuff there. Well, some of the major things I did was I helped improve the double jeopardy avoidance. Um, I worked on the initial backend for teams. I worked on uh, the backend for like ladders. I did a lot of backend work on like brackets and free for all and a bunch of stuff. Line 212. Let's see. Sure. Yeah, you're right. Thank you. You made your contribution to Slippy. Congratulations. The custom UI stuff in Slippy and the timeline for ranked is that it'll be out when it's ready. Oh, thanks, Kemji, for the Patreon sub. Which custom UI stuff are you talking about? But the answer is that it's going to be in the Ishii code base to some extent, probably. Okay, let's test this. That stuff is in that stuff is kept in here in these custom files and file diffs. The thing about Slippy is that most of the work we've done on it is kind of very disconnected from Dolphin because it's like it's all additional stuff, right? So, a lot, I guess, but it's like it's not like we've diverged in a way where we couldn't merge back some stuff. It's just that Ishiruka and Faster Melee are not seeing much active development. So if we wanted to get benefits from uh like active development that we could continuously merge in, we should we would want to move to mainline dolphin, which we want to do anyway. There's additional risks that come with that because if we suddenly merge in a bunch of quote unquote optimizations from the main branch, and all of a sudden a bunch of people are saying their dolphin runs like doo doo, we can't be sure that like things are the same as they were. Uh, Pig Pork Man, look up HSD raw or HSD lib. I'm not gonna say what the goals are after ranked. I don't know yet. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to change the version to be like an old version or something, right? So we'll do 2.2.4 or something. Uh Actually, let's just do this. Let's just go back one beta version. We'll go back one beta version, then we're gonna rename our updater to something else so that Dolphin can't find it. Thanks to the sub shocker. We don't really have any automated test framework. I think a lot of things that where we've seen regressions, I don't think any kind of automated testing could have caught it. A lot of it's really, really hard stuff. It's like maybe some like subtle performance issues that only happen on certain hardware or like issues that happen only on specific networks and like so on. Writing automated tests for Slippy would be very, very hard. At least to write any that would have value. Uh, Tomas, the only things used for matchmaking are distance from the other person and MMR. Do I think Melee Online could possibly add it on Wii? So I was on the Scar and Tove show recently, and I kind of talked about this a little bit. The short answer is yes. I think it could be. I think it would be a lot of work, and it's hard to decide whether it's more valuable than working on other things. All right, let's test this. Hey, Casper Dial. But if you want to hear more about it, definitely check out the Scar and Tove show. I think it's not on YouTube yet though, so you'll have to you'll have to find it on Twitch. Did I grow up in Quebec? I was born in Quebec. I moved to the States when I was 7. So, a little bit, not for very long. Though I went to McGill for university, so that was a great time. Okay, so it says I have to update, and let's see what happens. It crashed. Oh God. Why did it crash? Let's see. Do you have a list of things to work on in Slippy? Kind of. I just am gonna work on what I think is the most impactful. That's all there is to it. Do I have any French left? Yes. Yeah, I my mom always spoke French to us growing up. My French is not great, but mais je peux encore parler. C'est pas facile de faire une stream juste en français là, mais je peux quand même communiquer avec le monde. Il manque juste la pratique. I think if I think if I went back and I used it a fair amount, it would come back fairly quickly. Or at least my comfort level would come back. This is a weird crash. How many lines of code are there in total? I don't know. I don't know. Hi, Tom Dollars and Zach in the chat. Welcome, guys. Thank you for the raid. Okay, why is this crashing? Can anyone know? Can anyone tell me? So it's definitely getting here, and then it's running this line, I imagine, and so, for some reason this line is this line crashing? Oh, oh, I know why. I know why. I definitely know why. Okay. Yes. I think so. It just assumes that. Okay. Uh, that would ruin the fun, Pluto. Coding is like detective work. Debugging is like detective work. It's just a good time. Okay, so this is why it's crashing. It's actually a feature, right? So the thing starts the update and then it starts killing the program because it needs to close Dolphin. So the issue is that it's calling update, then it's not doing anything, but then it's killing the program anyway. Trying to decide how to handle this. Um, I mean, one easy way is to make this return a bool, and it'll return false if we're not updating, and it will return true if we are. Uh, Critical alert T. Missed the return at app image path. Yeah, you mean here. Yeah, I think I was thinking if this should even return true. I feel like it should, but whatever. I don't even know if this does anything. Okay, maybe that'll work. All right, so what we're trying to do right now is we're trying to make something show up on screen if the updater is gone. So let's see what you guys think. Oh yeah, audio cut out. We're doing a prediction as to whether the error display will show up correctly this time after this change that I made. Do you believe? Chat does sometimes make a very good rubber duck, yes. Chat also sometimes makes a very good distraction, but the rubber duck definitely kicks in sometimes. Wow, we got a lot of people voting no. A lot of people don't have faith. No faith. Fools. Fools. All right, let's see. See if this works.
Mini!
There it is. The answer was yes. The believers. The believers are right. The believers are always right on this stream. Just don't even don't even try to doubt. Oh my god, even Flav was a doubter. How dare you, Flav? Don't even believe in your own brother. What? Oh yeah. Oh, 12.5k go to Meta. Oh, Meta knew. Meta making bank. I guess Meta must have been the high bidder there. It's pretty cool. It shows it like darkens people that were wrong for a little bit now. Like people that picked option 2 and that were wrong, they get darkened. But before I put in the but yeah, cuz there's no way to do it automatically, right? I mean, my one of my admins could have done it too. Yes. Yeah, and I can see like the results. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Just as good as predicting melee games. Yeah. Yeah, the dark is the badge of shame. Yeah, eventually they just when people type the icons just don't show up next to their names. Okay, so um this seems good enough for now, I think. We can commit that. I guess I should make sure that like I want to test something actually real quick. I'm gonna go to back here and I'm gonna do this. And then I'm gonna do this. Any assembly today? I don't think there's gonna be any assembly. Hopefully, though, soon, very coming to a Fizzy stream near you. Uh, we're gonna have ranked development, which will definitely include some assembly. Did you figure out the virus detection stuff? Not exactly, no. But I think Chrome isn't blocking it anymore, so that's good at least. It's something. What's this here for? So what I want to see is if I have this uh Molokasa, we do have intention to maybe move to mainline. Yo-Yo Pixel, um, macros could potentially go undetected, but hopefully we have a decent uh, algorithm for detecting them. So basically, like both players have to send replays, and the replays have to match, or at least data about the replays, right? Both players have to agree about what they're sending, otherwise we know one of them is lying. And one thing everybody always asks, because people don't think one step further, is like, well, if you, how do you know who's lying? And they're right in the sense that given one report, you can't tell who's lying. What you do know, though, is that if somebody lies once, they're probably going to lie more than once, right? And if one person consistently keeps lying, you know it's them. So anyway, so if both players are sending data about it, we can hopefully scan everyone, like scan inputs and try to detect macros and stuff. Is there a ticket on GitHub for the Dolphin change? Oh, you mean the mainline build? We had a working mainline build, but it's not up to date right now. I don't. I think it should be just in the Slippy GitHub. If you just go to the Slippy GitHub, there should be. Let's see. Or maybe it's not. I don't remember. You can ask in the Discord. I'm sure somebody can link it. I don't know exactly where it is. How would someone lie in this case? Uh, they write their own custom dolphin, which sends not the right replay or something like that. Or they figure out some other way to modify it so it doesn't send the right replay. Yeah, Ludwig ended, but his timer did not hit 0. He went to 30 days. He hit the limit and also beat Ninja. So he's the most subscribed to streamer ever. Thanks a lot. Okay, so what I want to do is I wanted to full screen. Why? What? Oh, I know why. I can't hit Alt Enter because it fucking. Okay, let's just do it this way then. Oh, God damn it. So if I hit this, now is that any different than this? No, that looked the same. Fuck it. This is supposed to like minimize the full screen, but I don't know if it actually works. That's good enough. All right, show on screen error if updater does not exist. All right, I'll be right back. I need to use the restroom. After that, I will work on this, which is just going to be kind of annoying, but whatever. All right, we're back. Let's move the history files for autocomplete. After that, I think 2.3.0 will be close to ready, I think. Gonna have to make sure it works on all platforms though. Okay. So we'll go here. This is this is the location I want. Now, get bundle directory contents resources here separator. This just doesn't seem like the right place. Who I guess I need to fucking uh, I asked about this. Here we go. I asked about this here. Is this correct? I really don't want to pull out my laptop to test this. My Mac laptop. I have a friend who plays on a wireless dogshit setup. He can't really connect with me on Slippy. Any theories on does I guess the first question is does this friend live in the same house or at the same university or on the same network in general? There's some people that have network conditions that make it so they can't really do peer-to-peer connections with people. You could try. The only possibility you might have is if you forward your ports. Amusingly enough, it's not. I don't think there's anything they can do about it, even though they're the source of the problem. But I don't know for sure. I don't know exactly what their issue is. It could be a lot of things. Though I'd recommend waiting for the next version because I fixed some stuff related to that in the next version. Okay, so I mean, this is easy to do on fucking Windows, right? This, like, this, yeah, just do this. Thanks for the Prime I Clean Windows. I'm the most viewed melee streamer. Nice. Hey, you got me good. Yeah, I can't compete with Mango. I need a folder where to keep. I should just. Do I just make a Slippy folder inside user? Probably. Hello, that moose over there. What am I trying to name? I'm trying to decide where to put the direct code history file, is what I'm trying to decide. Flippy is already mostly open source. It wouldn't be too hard to continue using it. Well, user JSON is actually with the exe, which I actually don't like. I think it should be in user. But nothing else is just inside user at the top level. It just feels awkward to put it there. So I feel like I should put it inside a subfolder, and I feel like I could just call it Slippy. And like the user JSON, in theory, we're not going to move it, but if we were to move it, we could put it in here, and then we could put anything else that's like, uh, yeah. Have you looked at this Linux code, by the way, Meta? Like the get user path stuff? Like there's this weird shit it does. It just like creates this massive array of things. I don't Is this stuff we wrote or is was this did this already exist? I can do Rodolfo Bagato. Yeah, that does not sound like us in 2016. Get Slippy user JSON path. Actually, this seems like something I might want. On Linux platforms, the user JSON file lives in the xdg config home Slippy online directory in order to deal with the fact that we want the configuration for app image builds to be mutable. Hey, we got some from Joss Juice here. 2020, let's go. Some from me. Man, yeah, so this uses the user JSON IDX, which is configured here. Oh, you added this, Meta. Looks like you added this line. There's an intruder in my house. Yeah. Miso's teeth are being brushed at the moment. Lil's taking great care of him. Miso's too busy getting his teeth brushed right now. He doesn't want to show up on stream. He wants to keep licking his toothbrush. Okay, so what is this? Where does this come from? This main log. Define main log, dolphin.log. S user paths D oh okay, what about this? Where does this come from? Oh my god, what's going on here? Okay, logs dear set. Okay. So I guess I need to like to do this right. I do like dear Slippy or something. And then I do like oh fuck, I need to not be in the annotation. So then I do like an S user paths D slippy user IDX or something. And then it'd be this plus dear set. And then I need to like create, oh crap, create that somewhere. Should I just put it at the end? I hope I'm not breaking anything. Meta, tell me if I'm breaking anything. Okay, so now we have this guy. And now we can do this, right? And then that'll put it in the Slippy directory. Okay. Although, actually, I made it so that I'm not using this anymore. Yeah, I'm not using this. I think this is what I want to do. Yeah, I thought about that meta. I was just worried that it would be confused with other Slippy folders because we have a Slippy folder in the root as well sometimes, right? Like here, which has replays in it. I guess we don't really have that anymore, so maybe it's fine. It's probably better to keep this because you're right in that like all of these seem to not do that, so I'll probably just um and then like this. So I think this will get the Slippy path and then hopefully the file name that gets passed in. So I think this works. I hope. And then this one is kind of just hard coded. Whatever. And then this one also. I don't need this. Ta-da! Maybe? I also have really long hair and a decent amount of facial hair right now, so I'm definitely not my normal self. Okay. Uh yeah, maybe this works. Maybe I'll just push it and we could try it on the different. So the shitty part about Mac, and I'm also wondering if with Mac we should do the same thing that we do on Linux, which is like we have a separate user directory. Because like this is inside the bundle itself, and this shit just goes away if you like delete it and install a new bundle, right? Or overwrite it. So like it almost feels like the user directory should be separate on Mac. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. But I will admit we haven't put too much effort into Mac, so I don't want to do that right now. I do not want to do that right now. Yeah, I could ask Nux. I think I don't know if it's something I want to delay the release for though. Anyway, let's try it on Windows. I'm curious if it'll make the directory. Let's see what happens if because right now the directory doesn't exist, right? Yeah. So I don't have a Slippy directory in here at all. And so my history should be clear. Let's try it. Ah! Thank you, Kraft. I appreciate that. Let's see if I can get my camera somewhere more interesting. Oh god, it almost fell. Can it? Miso's having a great time playing with his ball right now. There we go. You have the emote now, Kraft. You have to use it. See if I can get him to look at you guys. Miso, Miso. All right. I don't know how well that worked. He's working hard. Miso, show the stream your ball. There it is. There's some treats in there, obviously, and he's trying to get to them. The truth is, I don't know if he'll ever succeed, but he will try. He's definitely he's definitely very floofy. Miso and I are both working now. We're both working on stream.
Mayday! Choose your
Okay.
character.
So A, B, C, cancel. Okay. I think it worked. So now if I look, wait a minute. Where is it? There's supposed to be a Slippy directory here, right? Oh, did he lose his ball? I didn't see. Did he have to go run after it? Sometimes the ball rolls out of the bed and he's gotta go fetch it. Yeah, I'm just confused because there should be a directory labeled Slippy in here, and I don't see it. I have no idea where the file is. Is there a logger somewhere that tells me that? Let's see. Um, okay, yeah. So there is an info log. Looking for direct codes at file. Um, was unable to create. How is this working? Yeah, the direct codes JSON is currently in the exe root, which is
Mayday!
not where I want it.
Choose your character. Falco.
Okay, yeah, so it's gone. So I don't know where. Oh, hi, Miso. Do you want to go to the bathroom? I think Miso wants to go to the bathroom. He's spinning like a crazy person. Let's see if I can get him. You want to go to the bathroom, Miso? Yeah? That's, that's what you want? Okay, alright, alright, alright. I got it. I got it. I got it. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Hmm. This is gonna be a problem. One sec. All right. Yeah, I'm doing small things. I'm moving where a file is stored right now, but it's not working. So I need to figure out why. Now, okay, so yeah, so the directory doesn't exist and it doesn't create it. So mm, file create. What is the difference between create full path and create directory? I don't know the difference between this function and this function. I think one of them does it recursively, maybe? Yeah, that seems to be what's happening here. This is C++. Let's try this. I don't recommend it. I hate C++. So, ugh, I prefer writing C to C++, I think. I'm just kidding. It's very useful for a lot of things, but I don't enjoy it.
Mini!
Okay, I think we're good now. Yeah, I think that worked. Let's see.
Choose your character.
Um, I don't know. Smarted Real? Is that the name? Yeah, I don't know. We'll see when I'm working on it. It saves any code you put in, but it's not too much of a problem because like let's say you mess up, right? Like for example, I put in ABCD, which is not a real code. It's still there, but like if I was actually supposed to put in ABCD number, I don't know, 1, 2, 3 or something, right? If I do that second, it remembers it remembers the order, so the next time you type A, you'll get that as the first suggestion. So like I can still go to the previous suggestion if I hit L, right? But every time I hit A, I'll go to the one that you corrected after. So like the wrong ones get buried under the good ones, so it doesn't really matter too much. I think that's my theory anyway. But it looks like this works. This works now. Where is it saving? That's what I was changing. It saves it to now it saves it to user Slippy and then the file name. So like the ones I just put in are in here. You see ABCD 1, 2, 3 ABCD, and it stores when it was last used. That's how it sorts them.
Choose your character.
I don't think is favored is used. I think that's something where Honey Badger added because he thought about maybe doing something with it, but it was never used. It doesn't do anything. Okay. Um, I think I'm happy with that. I think it works on Windows. Now the question is, does it work on Mac? This water bottle is a 64-ounce glass water bottle. It's great. My brother got it for me, who was in this chat earlier. Don't know if he's still here. Flav, he's still here. You can thank Nux and other people for the deeper Mac support. I've only ever done the very the very minimum for Mac, to be honest. But some of the contributors have done more for it. Um, yeah, so I need to test this on Mac and Linux. Okay, move code history files needs to be tested on Mac and Linux. All right, let's see if I can. Maybe the easiest thing to do is to just wait. Also, I think recently all of the actions have been failing. Yeah. This is where I ask Nikki. Poor Nikki. Nikki's the one that did our continuous integration stuff and like the GitHub action builders, which make it so much easier to do releases. So he's a legend for that. But unfortunately, Mac is sometimes annoying. I spelled it wrong. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how to debug this at all. I can only hope that Nikki or Nux knows what's going on here. It's weird because the playback version works. That's very confusing. Either way, I think that's probably good for now. Um, I still need a test on Mac and Linux, but I don't need to do that right now. I think it'll be easier if I wait and test it later. Um, so I think maybe I'll play a video game. What video game should I play? Maybe I could do a poll. I wonder what the poll. I won't necessarily go with this poll, but I'm very curious what the chat will say. All right. Uh, all right. I have a poll up. What do the chatters think? What do the chatters? What game do you want to see? Don't have a massive chat, so I don't know how many votes we'll get, but currently Monkey Ball is killing it. No Rocket League. Chat's not a fan of Rocket League, seems like. Got some Melee fans, of course. I don't think you'd be here otherwise. But it seems like people want to see Monkey Ball, so maybe I'll do that. Go back to Gaiden. I'm currently on the master levels, and they are quite difficult. So it should be interesting to pick it back up. I'm just not even sure I'm gonna be able to like Oh God, the level I'm on is so hard. Oh, it's gonna be brutal. Yeah, seems like Gaiden won pretty handily. Alright, Miso, go back to playing with your ball. Unfortunately, Miso hurt his leg recently, so we're trying to make him not move around too much, but unfortunately you can't control the little guy. He's a ball of energy. It's fixed, Dada. It's fixed in the next version. But yeah, it's a bug. All right, let's play some monkey ball. First, I will change my title. Let's see. Monkey ball, Gaiden, master levels, Super Monkey Ball 2 update. All right. And then I will change to, is it this one? This one? This one. This is the one. Although I need to grab this and bring it over. I did go to McGill, yes. You remember me. Sweet. Did we ever talk? Milkman, uh, debugging performance issues is really hard, but a few things to make sure of. Make sure that first off, you click on the window. Make sure it's like the selected window when you're playing. Um, if you have like two monitors with different refresh rates, make sure you like don't have like a OBS preview or a stream or something open on the second monitor. Oh yeah, Jesse played PM, right? Yeah, I feel like I remember you two briefly, maybe. I don't know if we ever talked, but I know that I think I would play Melee and Trottier, or sometimes I'd have it on my laptop on like an emulator. And I think that's when Jesse talked to me. All right. Matchmaking for doubles has no chance of happening before ranked. Afterwards, we'll see. We played a couple times at Miguel. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I remember. All right, let's get Monkey Ball open. Thank you. We're playing. This is gonna be Monkey Ball Gaiden. Okay, I think I'm having some controller issues. Yeah, sorry. Okay. I need to stop. Let's try that again. Yo, what the fuck? What's going on with my inputs? Maybe I need to restart Dolphin? What is going on? This isn't upside down, is it? No. Um. No adapter detected. Okay, alright. Are we in business? No? That's a start. Yeah, this is a community pack. Okay, okay. Let's hope it works with my save state. Yeah, we're on very difficult levels at this point. Okay, here we go. We're in there. Oh god, here we go. Let's get cracking. I think I need to disable my preview. Oh, what's up, Krondor? The one and only Krondor. Oh shit. Alright. The tilt controls. There are no tilt controls in this. It is analog stick. So I'm. This was a GameCube game, so there was no tilt controls at the time. It's always been a joystick game. Alright, so the goal is to hit this switch, right? And there's 8 switches, I believe. I hope that one counts as 1. And then I have to slowly move my way down these obstacles. Oh my god. And like hit every single switch. And you can see as I'm falling, there's like a bunch of different ones. And then there's a bridge all the way at the bottom. And I need to hit all the switches to unlock the gate, basically. I also have to do it in 180 seconds.